Alright, so here we've got our water pump that we're going to try to install today in the Jeep JK. Here are some of the other parts that we need: the hose, some clamps, fuse, and ultimately this will be the spray part. And there is Jeep. So we're going to run an electricity cable from the front first to one of the switches. So I've got this panel with switches, and we decided to do the on-off switch on this panel. So on the back, the one red goes back to the battery, and one of the red will provide the power to the back of the car, which will go run down here and behind. So we're going to just hide this behind the carpet, and then we'll lead it from the other side to the rear. So we've run the wiring here underneath the carpet, and it comes out here. Got a couple of other wires we installed, like this one, which is for my ARB fridge in the back, and then we're just gonna make this go underneath here to the back. So this has come through from the front seat to the rear, past the seat belt holder, and then we're just gonna bring it all the way up in here to the back, kind of thing. So we remove the rear light, and then we've got a bit of a cavity in here, and hopefully that's where the pump will go fit. Proud member of Jeepers to buy. So we see removed here a bit of foam. These two blobs come out, and we're sitting just in there, and hopefully there's enough space to get the pump in there. We've got the pump inside, but what we had to do, if you look at this little lip here, we had to bend it to make it fit, but now it's inside, and now we're just going to find a nice place to mount it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so the rear fender is now being removed, as you can see, and then we're going to drill a little hole here in the back. That hole will then sit nicely behind the rear fender when we put it back. Probably out of sight, hopefully out of sight, and we're going to go drilling now, and then first see if the bumper is actually watertight or where we need to fill it. We know that there are 4 holes somewhere, so this will help me identify where they are. Okay, so there are 4 holes that we need to plug. Here's one, there's one, and number 4. So we'll see if we can put some screws in there with some sealant. Alright, so the pump is installed. We managed to get it in there, and then what we'll see here is the 4 bolts that we've attached it to, and then the hose that will go to the bumper is going through a little hole in there, so that will fit nicely. And now we're going to find an outlet, and what we decided is to make an opening here to attach this quick release bracket in there, and now we're just going to see with a steel bit there, make a hole there. So we got the quick release output in here. Last thing that we've done here now is put a filter in there, pump guard, and that will sit before the pump but after the bumper really. We're almost done here. We've got now the hose coming out of the rear underneath the bumper. You're just going to see it disappears in here, and if I remove the fender, you can see how that will nicely get together. And now we're just going to put that hose. We're filling up the bumper. We've got one extra here, and this is really so that the air can escape when you fill up the bumper, but you also need to open this when you actually take a shower so air can go in. So there we go. Let's see if this trick works. Righto, so let's see if all of this works. And there we go, that we click in. And we just go to the front, turn up the pump. So maybe you can hear the pump. It's kind of filling up. And let's see. There we go. Probably a little bit of air in the system at the moment that needs to get out and feed through. So once there we go. But once that's out, we're kind of good to go. Do all the palm trees here. There we go. So in here you see the two pillars, and you just need to make sure you keep one open so air can come in. And there we go. After the beach. What we do is a lot of dune bashing here, so you know it gets quite hot in the summer, a bit sweaty. We can just have a nice shower at the end of the day when we actually put our camp up. There you go, completed.